Older Americans are sharing their top concerns ahead of Election Day.
We have less than 24 hours until the polls open. We're learning more about the priorities now of voters over the age of 50. We have Shondra Wygal with the AARP joining us this morning. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having us.
Oh, well, we're glad you're here. You looked at voters specifically in the city of Houston. Why is this age group so important to elections? I mean, this is the age group that oftentimes determines the outcome.
Yes. So as you indicated, that is the 50 plus is the most reliable voting bloc. And what we wanted to do, we wanted to hear from them. So we launched a survey that ran in August of this year. And we asked them about 12 different issues. And what we found were some of the top line issues was crime and safety. The second one coming in at the rising cost of inflation and worrying about paying those utility bills. And the third one was walkability and some more of our livability issues like infrastructure and reliable transportation.
Let's break those down a little more, especially with the crime and safety. More than half of people surveyed said they don't feel safe and might even consider leaving Houston because of that. When it comes to going to the polls, how big of a difference does their safety make in how they vote?
Well, what we found is that along with other surveys that have been done in Houston was that crime and safety was probably the #1 issue. And with our survey that we did with AARP, we found that 44% said they had thought about leaving Houston within the last year. And that's, while it's not quite 50%, but that's still a big chunk of people who've considered leaving.
Sure. And I want to point out that the police chief says violent crime is significantly down. Our number of homicides year over year has gone down too. What about the economy and jobs? How important is that to people over the age of 50 right now? We know a lot of people are putting off retiring.
Oh, absolutely. We have a team of volunteers who are out on the front lines, and a lot of times they are able to capture some of that information. But yes, the rising cost of inflation and cost of living, along with some of the utility challenges with paying utility bills, those basic services that we all need and require.
And then we're almost out of time, but I want to make sure we go through some of the other big ones. 75% want the new mayor to address high utility and water costs. That's the majority.
Absolutely. And for more information about this survey, I hope people will consider going to our website and delving more into it. But yeah, the rising cost of living has been a big issue, and as I said, a lot of other surveys have captured that as well.
All right. Also concerned about flooding and infrastructure and wanting to know everything is going to be okay there. Shondra Wygal, thank you so much for coming in from AARP.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time. Election Day is tomorrow. You can go ahead and scan the QR code on the screen that we're popping up here for you to get to our voter guide. We have ballot breakdowns by county along with polling locations, times, everything else you need to know. It's all in one place on our website. We hope you'll visit it before you go out to vote tomorrow.